Hi, I'm Ralph Gable. I am the presenter for Electronics for the Inquisitive Experimenter YouTube channel. And you might wonder, well, who are you and why on earth would you want to listen to me? Well, I have been interested in electronics since I was very, very young. I was the kid that when Dad brought home a switch or some wires or a component or something from work, well, I was excited about that. I was the kid that took things apart to see what was inside. I got my first genuine electronics kit when I was 11 years old. I got it for Christmas. It was one of these things where each week you'd get a new kit and you'd read through all the information and you put the thing together and you learned electronics by working through these various projects. Well, when we moved from Phoenix, Arizona to Central New York, I met W2UKA Phil Noble, and he was a co-worker to my father, and he continued to mentor me and feed me stuff to build. In fact, he gave me all the parts and everything I needed to build a 3-tube regenerative receiver, which, by the way, actually worked after I built it. I was 15 years old when I got my novice class license. I was WN2PUX. And a year later, I got my general class, became WA2PUX. I am currently an extra class operator with the same call letters, WA2PUX. And throughout high school, I continued to build things and experiment with this and build that and build this. And when I got out of high school, I went into the Air Force directly and became a precision measurement equipment specialist. I got out of the Air Force and went to Syracuse University and got my degree in electrical engineering. And for the past 19 plus years, I've been working in product development in the medical industry and in the gas and oil industry. But on a personal level, throughout all those years, all through high school, all through my years in the Air Force, all through the ensuing years since then, I have never stopped building things and experimenting with this or experimenting with that. In fact, I got a bunch of shelves over there that are just filled with projects just waiting to happen. But one of my biggest frustrations has been that when I'm trying to get answers on particular things, the answers just can't be found. They got to be somewhere because they're doing this thing, but no one's tipping their hand. So what's the answer? Why is this working this way? Or how do you do this thing? Or you find an answer, but they leave out key details that let you modify what they're giving you to what you want to do. Maybe they're giving you a schematic, but they're not explaining anything about why the schematic is what it is. So you're stuck with, okay, I have this FM transmitter that's good for 2 meters, but I want to make an FM transmitter for sending data on the 70 centimeter band. Well, how do you do that when all you have is a schematic for a 2-meter radio? Well, without knowing stuff underneath there, you can't modify that. Or they assume you know basic information that you don't know. Maybe they're using terms or acronyms and they never define them. So you go into this situation, you're reading the information, you say, wow, this is perfect, and then you don't have this other stuff. So you end up leaving with more questions than you entered the whole experience with. Or they give you the whole thing and it's overflowing with so much high-level math. It's all theory. There's no practical application. Your eyes glaze over. You get the deer in the headlights look, and you're really no further ahead than you were when you started again. So my purpose for this YouTube channel is to present answers to questions, to teach on topics in such a way so that they make sense, so that they're practical. I want to lift that curtain to show you who and what is pulling the levers to make the magic show happen. And admittedly, you know, you're going to come to a place where you just can't escape the math. The math is there. It's part of the whole understanding of things. But I'm hoping that I can present even that in a way that is still more approachable and more understandable. Now, I have a Facebook page also called Electronics for the Inquisitive Experimenter. This is me kind of thinking out loud as I go through the process of experimenting with this and asking questions about that and revealing what I'm learning along the way. This is me kind of thinking out loud. So if you're interested in the process of discovering the answers to these questions, then check out the Facebook page, Electronics for the Inquisitive Experimenter. If, on the other hand, you're just really interested in just the punchline, then stay tuned here and watch for things as they come out the pipe. Thanks for watching. Toodaloots.